Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Delivers the contact. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Ohio State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
On the move at the 30. Oh, look out. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Auburn's offense will go to work for the first time today. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They finally make the stop, but the big run is ready to move those sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-line.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, what a nice touchdown run. This is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner goes down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, give on the inside. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Auburn.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They make the stop, but this running game moves to change as they get the first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. The 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Howard. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State 14, Auburn.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half.
Set to advance on the clock.
Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Pressure coming. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football. Force.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on.
yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Kicking team.
You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. To the air, it's Sellers. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. 4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his own 20. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. One more play to pad the stats. He's looking to throw it. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.